said that. Would I be a good cop?
Oh,
no.
Jesus, okay.
Because you're stupid.
I was like, that's not Mr. X, is it? No, it's not a liquor, is it? It's just a random zombie that spawned in.
She's like, stupid. I was like, you have no common sense. You know nothing.
Jon Snow.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
I
Never
know
saw
pop
that.
culture.
I don't know anything about that.
I
haven't seen it
every
either.
season.
I read the books.
on DVD.
I didn't.
The
see
books
it.
I heard were boring and long, drawn out. They said there would be like 35 pages on.
That's
The
most-
buttons of the blouse were
That's
copper
like,
with.
That's like every book ever.
Yeah.
What? No way. Books are good.
The one thing
I know books
with,
are amazing.
with the books compared to the series is that the series went past the books.
Yeah, the series was like fuck you books.
Well, yeah, because like we need.
Oh yeah, but the series went past the books without the guys because he couldn't write them fast enough.
Yeah, he wrote them though. He just didn't want to publish them. He came out after the last season came out and said, "Yeah, they're already done, but there's still problems with publishing." I'm like, why don't you just fucking publish them then? Like, and then he's like, "Oh no, I need to go back and redo it," because as soon as this season came out and the season ended, he's like, "Oh, people don't like the ending, so now I got to change it in the book so people will like the books better and they'll buy the books."
No, I swear I thought it was the directors wrote the end of the series.
They work together.
And they wrote it, and then they were like, no. And then he's like, no, that's not the way it was supposed to end because nobody liked it. But he had not finished it. Like,
Yeah, no, George R. R. Martin was one of the creative consultants on the series finale of Game of Thrones. On the final season, he's been there throughout the very beginning of it. He wasn't there as much in the ending of it, but they did consult with him about the ending. But when they were developing it and actually shooting it, he wasn't a part of it because he was writing the book.
My knife broke.
It's a good thing you have another one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get it.
pull it out of the keister.
But yeah, the whole thing with...
How long has this been going? Hour and 3
yeah, we're an
minutes?
hour into it right now.
Oh, dang.
Which is good because I wanted at least an hour.
Yeah, it'll
recorded.
give you a couple episodes.
I wanted at least an hour so I could have at least like 4 episodes going for this, but...
Yeah.
The whole thing with George R. R. Martin is that the finale came out. The whole thing that that David Benioff and D.B. Weiss wanted was the Mountain versus the Mountain versus the Hound. Sorry, I forgot because I was thinking the Mountain was the Hound for a second. Fuck me. I have the Mountain as a pop figure on the fucking table right here. The Mountain versus the Hound. Yeah, that's the Mountain from Game of Thrones.
What is?
This is
That. Oh, okay.
It's a character from Game of... I'm stretching too far.
I've seen no such thing.
He turned into a zombie after he was poisoned. Yeah, zombies exist in Game of Thrones. That's the whole thing with the White Walkers, too. They're zombies.
Yeah.
But the Mountain versus the Hound, they wanted this apocalyptic background happening while they were fighting on a stairway to nowhere. Which I'm like, yes, conceptually that sounds amazing. The way they got there, though, makes no fucking sense. Because, like, you didn't have to go this far for it. You literally just had to have them, like, fight. The setup for it makes no sense.
I had 2 knives.
Like, that was one of their biggest things that they wanted, was that they wanted that fight to happen. Which, it's great that it happened, but everyone wanted Clegane Bowl to happen, which is that they were going to fight for, like, the honor of the kingdom. But that
Game of Thrones was about a battle for Ultimate Kingdom.
Yeah, for the 7 kingdoms.
Essentially, I don't know. I've never seen it, never read it.
Throne of Games.
I have no clue.
Yeah.
But I heard it was about who was going to outlast, and so the Dragon Queen or whatever she is, she was like really, really, really good
Hip pouch?
because she had all the dragons,
Yeah.
but she died.
Damn those corporate assholes.
Spoiler alert.
But yeah, Drogon melts a throne, which is supposed to symbolize, oh, well, nobody gets the Iron Throne anyways. But the whole thing in the novel, there's a novelization of it. Not the novelization, because that's the book. The script of it. Because they released the scripts for the final season. And in the script, it says that Drogon, just in anger, just blasted fire in the direction of the throne. And it just happens the throne was in the way. So he didn't mean to burn the throne and melt it. It just happened. It was just casualty. So whatever. But and then he takes Daenerys and just flies off into the sunset. That's fucking stupid.
Wow. That is really fucking
The one thing I really don't like is that Tyrion, they have the whole meeting of all the leaders of Westeros, and Tyrion is in chains. Jon Snow is in chains. He's also locked up at this time because he killed Daenerys and nobody wants to see him at this point. Or at least the Unsullied don't want to. But Tyrion is brought before all the leaders of Westeros, and they're all discussing who's going to be the new king. And then Tyrion just says, "Oh, well, why not Bran?" I'm like, Jon Snow should have been the one here for that, because he is the literal ruler of Westeros. He is the heir to the throne.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have a say in it whatsoever, and then he just goes beyond the wall and he just fucks off for the rest of his life.
Well then.
I'm like, oh my god. As soon as the series ended, nobody talked about it. When the series was going on, everybody talked about it nonstop. As soon as it ended, nobody talked about it. That shows you how much everybody hated the finale.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't that why I thought the author guy, whoever Martin or whoever, was like, oh no, I'm rewriting it. And
Yeah, so
we're gonna refilm it, or
they're not refilming it. He just rewrote the ending because he gave them notes of what he wanted to happen at the end, and pretty much they just went with what they did. And they went to him and said, "We want to have this battle between the Cleganes happen on this stairway to nowhere, in this apocalyptic background. But then, other than that, we have this kind of idea of what's going to happen. Are you okay with this?" And he said,
how I
"Yes."
saw it is that it was kind of like they had to do it. Like the author couldn't say no. The way the contract was written and whatever, because he failed to meet the deadlines. They
kind of had
they
to.
They got leeway with what they were going to do, and so they kind of told them what they were going to do. I mean, I don't know. I don't.
It goes both ways because Benioff and Benioff, both of them, they had great respect for George R. R. Martin, but HBO itself, with the contract that they had, they kind of pushed for it. And the whole thing is that they only had enough time to do one more season, and that's when the contract expired. Because George R. R. Martin came out and said there would be you could do 5 more seasons of Game of Thrones and it would still work. Which they could have, because of how much content is within those books. They cut out so many characters.
Yeah,
and
each book is 1,400 pages or something, right?
Yeah, it's a tome. It's like the final Harry Potter book. That's why it was split into 2 parts.
Another thing I didn't see.
You're fine without watching it.
No, I'm just saying, you talk about all the... And I'm like, oh, I don't say that either.
No, it's...
God damn it, I thought I boarded that one up.
No. It's another thing that's kind of like a product of its time. But fun fact, Harry Potter, the final book ends at the year 2000. Somebody has to Google it.
And now I'm done with that. Get rid of that. I can come in.
Harry Potter movie order?
What year did they also play?
Electronic gadget.
I thought you were asking me to look up something.
Hey, look. Locker room cap.
Harry Potter. The entire Harry Potter series is set from 1991-1998.
Boom. So I was wrong saying the last book takes place in the year 2000.
Yeah,
which takes place... The first book, which takes place on November 1st, 1981. The epilogue, 7th book, which takes place in September 1st, 2017. So it's from 81 to 17, but it takes place all of it takes place between 91 and 98.
Shaboinga.
Kaboom.
10 seconds.
No, don't go far away. Go back.
Mm-hmm. Blow up.
You're trying to end.
You're trying to end it all.
That's a good point.
End it all.
Death comes to us all, Mary Agnes.
Just let it happen. I said, hey,
Shit,
what's going on?
I forgot. Also, I'm pretty sure there's another liquor.
Lady Bo Snake.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a liquor now. I should have gone back into the library.
Is this the same one?
Lady
Lion.
Bo Snake.
at all the others first before I decide. Yeah, that was the snack.
Ta-da!
Shaboinga.
The maiden medallion. There's another liquor close by?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Got it. I'm pretty sure. Got attracted by the boom boom.
By the boom boom. The boom boom. Bomb bomb diggity wow.
Thing is, though, they're blind.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus. It's right on
there
top
he
of
is. Oh, I forgot that. We got blocked off. I got this.
you. Fred, don't die. Don't die.
Ooh.
Oh, she's gonna die.
You're in the danger zone.
She's
fine.
gonna die.
I'm fine.
Highway to the danger.
Where the?
What? That came out of the wall. I run.
No. Fight till the bitter end. Knife.
Knife it to death. No, it's dead. Wow. Zombie.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Next in line, please.
Yeah, I forgot there until literally when I blew it up, and I was like, oh wait, there's gonna be a liquor after I blow this up.
No.
The great thing is he has to bust through that door again, so it gives me time. Oh, I'm at caution again because he came through the wall. That's right.
Yeah.
I was like, I healed myself.
You know,
damn
you
it.
healed and then he came through the fucking wall.
Yeah, I forgot he did that.
I thought you were asking why you were running slow. I was
it's
gonna
just-
say because you're a woman.
And I was like, why am I acting like I'm hurt? And it's like, oh, because I am.
I mean, Taylor Swift has that song, right? Would I get there faster if I was a man?
I opened up your secret passageway. I saved up the game, so I say this is a good stopping point for that.
Woo.
Made some decent progress. It took
Yeah.
me a lot longer to do it when I first redid this. I kind of sped through it for you.
It's 1:45, so I guess it's a good time to stop recording.
Yeah.
You did well.
You did do well. You did a lot better than I would have. We probably wouldn't have gotten out of this room in an hour.
I mean, we didn't leave this room.
We did multiple times. We went into multiple different rooms.
Oh, in game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. See, I get confused very easily.
Real life and what's...
Yeah, gaming is not
What's
my.
real? What is it?
Yeah, I mean, I get lost in the game.
Resident Evil is real. Pokemon
Yes.
is real. Digimon is real.
Dude, I wish Pokemon was real.
It is real. Like,
It is
not
real.
it's not Israel.
It is real.
Israel is the
Israel.
chosen people.
Pokemon is the holy land.
In Israel, it is real. You can go catch Pokemon in Israel.
Do you ever wonder why it's called Israel?
Because
it's
it's
real.
real.
Yeah, because it's real.
It's real.
Like, all of us are like, where's the land?
real,
Oh,
man.
it's real.
The Holy Land is real.
So every time you say that, everyone's like, oh, wait. No, it's because we remember it's Israel. Fuck, we're stupid. But anyway, what I was saying is that, like, 25 years from now, this podcast, or, well, not this podcast, the other podcast, is going to be, like,
Real?
revered as, like, religious documents. And we're like, man, they were talking about this, man, and everybody understood it to be real. And be like, whoever this Ed dude is like a god. He chose
This
the
Ed-
chosen path
Ed
of
Eddie.
Pokemon. Not saying I'm a demigod right now. I'm just saying that people are going to look back at it and be like, whoever this Ed dude was that chose the Pokemon over Digimon knew what was up.
Not saying I'm a demigod, but I would fuck a horse.
Better than letting a horse fuck you.
The horse cock is bigger than your pinky, Fred.
Barely.
Yeah. No, these things are fucking massive. So girthy, too.
Jill Claire. Fuck. Looks like she's about to
So
throw up.
girthy. And it's just the pinky. The rest of my fingers are normal size. It's very awkward.
His pinky looked more like his thumb.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this.
I'm sorry I get quiet when playing games.
Yeah, Fred took over about like 15 minutes into the game because
with
I had to get
a
up.
game like this, I tend to get quiet. Other games, I'll fucking joke around.
As
and
soon as the
do other
gameplay got
shit.
better, it was no longer me. As Ed pointed out before. Anyways, go check out our podcast, Evolving Fish Crabs, a weekly gamer podcast, over on all your favorite podcast streaming services, as in iTunes, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify, as well as Buzzsprout.
Join Patreon.
And
Give us
support
money.
us on Patreon. And give us $5.
$5 gives you a lot of content.
Steal your parents' credit card.
And do it. We are encouraging you. That is okay. Tell the law
I
enforcement.
think if you walk by a homeless person with a cup out, you can take $5.
As long as they're blind.
They don't even have to be blind. They're just obviously homeless, so run fast.
You have a place to go. They don't.
They just go wherever they want. That's the scary part.